Admiral's log, January 3rd, 1924. It appears that the Austro-Hungarian Navy has finally decided to take some action against British ships. It seemed that the message written on the pictures was received loud and clear by my Austro-Hungarian counterpart, as less than a day after the pictures were delivered, the Austro-Hungarian fleet was seen setting sail for Cyprus to engage the British fleet anchored there. Sometimes people just need a little encouragement to take action. 2 months ago, our new cruisers finally finished construction and were ready for service. These cruisers were initially designed to be stationed at Gibraltar and dictate what ships were allowed in and out of the Mediterranean. Now that the British hardly have a presence there anymore, we can task them for other duties. These new cruisers are now operating in the North Sea, where they've been very successful in escorting our battleships. As good as our battleships are, they are not great at taking down smaller targets like cruisers and destroyers quickly. So this is where the new Deutschland-class cruisers come in. In the encounters they've had so far, they've proven extremely capable in engaging enemy escorts as well as harassing enemy battleships. These are just the first of a new generation of ships that are joining our navy. I cannot wait to see the others. Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome to episode 18. We find ourselves in the grand encounter with the British fleet again. They have 3 battleships, 2 battle cruisers and a whole slew of cruisers, both lights and heavies, as well as 1 DD, the Serene. I have 3 battleships, they are all of the Baden class, and I have Thuringia and Veneta. These are the Thuringia class cruisers, so their armament is amidships. And then we have the new Deutschland class. There's 4 of those in this battle. This means we find ourselves grossly outgunned, grossly outnumbered, but we have German superiority. So we're going to win anyway. Or we're going to die trying. So how bad is it? Well, they got 12 cruisers, they got 1 DD, so they have a total of 13 escorts, escorting 5 capital ships. So that makes for a total of 18 ships. I have 9. That means I'm outnumbered 2-1. I have faced worse odds. Let's put all the cruisers in one big group. Oh, not all of them have been repaired. Huh. Oh, Zaringen is actually somewhat damaged. That's unfortunate. I'm not the only one, though. Somebody's engine over there has also been damaged. Interesting. Now, evening, daytime, cloudy weather. Some debuffs, not terrible. Yeah, minus 10.5% for evening time, minus 7% for cloudy weather. It's not terrible. We can win this fight. So let's. And here we go. The battle is on. Bismarck, finding itself broadside against the entire enemy force, is already taking quite a lot of attention. Without even being able to return a single shot, her rudder was already damaged and fires broken out aboard. At this point though, we are going to start seeing some hits from my side. Because the guns on Bismarck are eager to engage. And of course the cruisers are also pitting in. The cruisers, all in one group, because it's going to make them a bit more easy to manage, are all firing at the British battleship, and in the meanwhile, finding something in the way. Because, as you might know, and I believe it's a bug, if there is something directly in the path between you and the target behind it, then it is liable to get hit, with an almost perfect chance. You can see that I'm shooting probably 1, maybe 2 light cruisers in here. They're getting all sorts of damage. Excellent. Now, maintain fire, maintain pressure, maintain the damage output, please. Bismarck might have taken some hits, but generally doesn't care. Hello. It's a cute light cruiser you got there. I'm first going to knock out their big guns. That's something I find far more interesting. So we're going to focus fire on this. High explosive. And you guys maintain focus here with the secondaries on this. Because these are torpedo hazards. And I'm not very interested in getting torpedoed, thank you very much. Especially as I find myself outnumbered like this. There's the secondary fire coming in. My heavies are almost too far. No, it's not too bad. They're providing a nice screening force here for all the battleships. Flooding, very nice. More flooding. Torpedo damaged. Secondary gun destroyed. Torpedo destroyed. See, this is what happens when you have shells which are very flat arc. Because they're so fast. 993 meters per second. The ships that are directly between my heavy cruisers and the target, being the battleship, and this cruiser, this cruiser is not even actively getting shot at, other than the secondaries. It's taking a lot of damage. Ooh, something else just took a monster hit. And the cruiser is disengaging. My cruiser is also taking a fairly hefty amount of damage. König, bit back. I don't like the amount of damage that the Deutschland has taken. Let's have her disengage. 2600 damage, there you go. There was a full pen on the battleship. Funnel. So this battleship will soon be dead. Whatever's in here is probably soon going to be dead as well. I'm not sure about the smokescreen here and here. And again, they had a ton of light cruisers. Oh, look at that. You cannot take hits like that. Yeah, there you go. And hope to survive. The battleship seems to also be interested in disengaging after taking all of these hits. And is turning to starboard. Thus making itself an even more fragile target to my battleships. Now, my ships are equipped with Hydro 3. So I'm fairly capable of identifying torpedo threats relatively early. I just hope that I'm going to be able to actually deal with them. Come on, finish off this warship. There's another rudder damage. Hello. You're pristine, you're completely unharmed. How about that? Let's change that right quick, yeah? Because this light cruiser is probably going to flood. And then we can change our attention to this guy. Destroyed main gun. I suspect they weren't able to get their torpedoes away. Their torpedo range is 9.3. Invisible torpedo threats? Oh shit, now I'm on the receiving end of this, you know... Oh, crap. They're shooting the König Albert, I think. There's a torpedo, but doing a ton of damage against the Thuringia. Everybody panic. Dodge your torp, because there's a torpedo in the water there. Did that light cruiser disengage? We didn't kill it yet. Stars on the battleships. Excellent. Good. Okay, can we pen this guy? Don't know, haven't ID'd him yet. I think we're gonna bounce a lot. No, not all of it. Okay, that torpedo, looks like Thuringia is going to be able to dodge that. König Albert should not be at risk. Everybody stop panicking, please. Light cruisers, new plan, engage this ship. Sorry, heavy cruisers. Engage this guy here. Main guns, HE, AP, should be able to make very quick work of this. The Erin. Green level crew. Oh yeah. Destroyed another secondary gun. A lot of damage is getting blocked. Come on, sink it. I don't want to keep dodging torpedoes. I don't want to have to pull my ships away like that. Yeah, that's more like it. Massive amounts of flooding. The CL is not going to be able to keep up with this level of damage. Okay. Oh, you took some damage. It's not a torpedo hit, just a pen. Chance to pen, what? 2%. Torpedo in the water. Okay. Auto dodge. Good lord, are you getting shot at by a friendly or hostile? Hostile. We're taking a lot more damage than I was expecting this battle. Especially Veneta. Get out of here, friend. This is not a level of damage that you can easily sustain. Good lord, this thing is gonna probably be dead. Because they're... what, they're shooting up the battleship, are they? And it's just that the Veneta happens to be in the way. Yeah, they're using it against me. Come on. Battleships, I want the Erin to disappear. I want the Glasgow to be sunk. And then we're going to take out the Centurion. Easy. Kill this. Secondaries on that. There's almost nothing left of this ship. Good lord. Even a turret's been destroyed. Look at her. That's not a good sight for a Thuringia-class heavy cruiser. Okay. Bismarck's okay. Zaringen's taken some damage. König Albert's still fairly functional. That was another pen. Come on, knock it out. She's fully broadside. Her stern just needs a few more hits with AP and she'll flood. Heavy cruiser status. Okay, the rest of the CAs are fine. But their angle is shit. Glasgow almost flooded. Come on, take it out. Take it out. What are you shooting now? The Bismarck. Ah, oh, Bismarck's in a pretty terrible angle. Turn. Detach the whole battleship division. Glasgow is done. Excellent. Guys, maintain focus on this, please. Partial. Chance to pen. 39%. That should be good enough. They're dead slow. We have the range. Do we not? Your range finding? How? This guy hasn't moved very far. Neither of you guys. So what's the deal there? Okay. Duke of York is taking a good amount of damage, but from what? From the Veneta? Yes. Veneta, with her one turret, is biting back. Now, I don't exactly agree with the Veneta being able to fire. The list on her deck seems to be too serious to actually be able to do damage. And again, the AI uses this logic, if you will, too. Okay, heavies, let's go. Can you please sink the Erin? I would love to see these 12.1 inchers silent. Can we pen the Indomitable? Probably can. Can you get burned? Maybe not. 10% structural. Bismarck taking some decent damage. 3.5% chance there. 12% chance there. Heavy cruisers, focus on the Indomitable. That's the new target. Duke of York has taken some flooding. She has only taken damage from an 11-inch gun. That must have been the Veneta. That is really impressive, actually. Jesus. Do I need to switch you guys over to high explosive or something? Flooding on the battlecruiser. Never pick a fight with my heavy cruisers, because you will live to regret it. Look at that. This thing is down to 81% already. And these were expensive ships. 47 million worth of battlecruiser. What are you shooting at? The König Albert. Okay. Centurion lost her funnel. Veneta still tenaciously hanging in there. 0.7 structural. Indomitable's falling back. There you go. Battleship down. All battleships. New target. Target Centurion. Based on angles, I'd say armor pierce. Especially for Zaringen. König Albert maybe less so. Let's micro them a bit. Heavy cruisers are still working over the battle cruiser, causing flooding, fires, and an engine damage. There goes the Veneta. Oh, rip Veneta. She's done so much work for me. Absolute workhorse of the fleet. She might not always have been in the spotlight. She always came through, though. You sent the ship out together with Thüringen to kill something, and most of the time it just died. BBs, pick your own ammo. CAs, let's go. Got a battle cruiser to sink. Yeah, they're all in a decent formation. Yes, there you go. Main tower's been destroyed. Albert cannot turn anymore. Zaringen pushing in almost solo against two battleships. Not a great plan, but it's imperative I knock out these guns. Although potentially Duke of York first. Let's go for the Duke of York first, because she has bigger guns. And you guys, in the meanwhile, can knock out big guns here, 14-inch. Chance to pen? 9.5%. Flooding. Yeah, we're going to finish this guy off before we switch over to the Anson. Because this guy is already flooding badly. If I give them an opportunity, they might actually survive. They'll pump out the water, and they'll continue to survive and fight. Unacceptable. We are going to continue turning to starboard to prepare for further action. Nice shooting. Duke of York should be dead. You cannot survive flash fires like that. Flooding. 2% structural flooded. Perfect. Zaringen is also in quite a bit of trouble. Indomitable down to 9% buoyancy. In the meanwhile, the Anson is also taking fire from the König Albert. Perfect. There's the CL. Oh, there's the Newcastle. She was the one we probably were inadvertently hitting. Okay. Okay, Zaringen. I need support from Bismarck here, and I need support from the König. König, however, is not really going to be able to move very quickly. That's a problem. But Centurion has problems of her own. She's down to 50% buoyancy. Oh, sorry, 50% structural, 90% buoyancy. And the Anson is starting to flood. Finish off the Newcastle, please. Just get rid of it. So I can fairly easily move here without having to worry about torpedoes. Thank you. Alright, back to this. Zaringen could sink here. Push fire on the Anson. Come on. Punish it. Zaringen down to 18% structural and 16% buoyancy. This battleship has seen better days. Putting it mildly. She too is listing at such an angle that I feel like she should not be able to shoot. It's a nice view though. If you're listing like this, I think the game should just go, no, your firing angle is terrible. You simply cannot shoot. You cannot fire your guns. I think the crew has something else on their mind rather than firing the guns at this point. How much have you done for me? 19k. Very good. Oh boy. You're still getting hit by both the battleship and the battle cruiser. Yeah, see? She's still shooting. She shouldn't be able to. It's too good that the Zaringen is still able to shoot. Bismarck. Get in there. Full speed. There you go. Anson is down. Now we can focus our attention on the last battleship. We should be able to hit that, right? Yeah, we can hit at 31 kilometers. There's a speed bump in the way. I mean, a heavy cruiser. We kill that first. Yeah. No, don't think so. We're gonna focus the battleship. This is more dangerous. It has bigger guns. Sure enough, these have torpedoes, but they can't hit us this far. So Zaringen should be okay. I want your secondaries on the Sutlej, I want them primaries on the Centurion. Centurion has lost her fire control. So her accuracy leaves something to be desired, but we're shooting a big target. They're shooting the Zaringen, and the Zaringen is so large of a target, 45,000 tons, that, yeah, it's going to be pretty easy for the enemy to hit them. Okay, this guy is getting very nicely damaged. The battleship's down to 50%. Anything and everything getting between myself and the target gets hit. It's going to take a lot of ships, a lot of time to repair, and thus is going to take me a lot of money. It's going to take me a lot of money to fix. I don't like that. Yet, we are coming another step closer to the complete destruction of the British Navy. Nice. So, yeah, it'll be pricey. It'll be worth it. Ah, hello, light cruiser. Centurion's trying to back off. I don't think so. Zaringen should be able to survive, as the enemy has switched fire to the Bismarck. Bismarck, we're going to turn starboard, allow your stern 8.9ers to join this fight. Because right now, you're not actually doing that much damage against the Sutlej. Now you are. Oh, that was your mains. Why are your mains not shooting the battleship, my friend? That's the target. Come on, sink. Sink. Thank you. Okay, you're down to 33%. One or more of your turrets are no longer functioning. Yeah, one turret's destroyed. Bow turrets can't shoot. CAs appear to not be attracting any attention. No, it's the Bismarck that's dragging all the enemy fire onto it. Which is good, because the Bismarck can take it better than the heavy cruisers can. CL Aeolus. This thing can torp me. Go on, finish the Centurion, please. With this battle, we knock out another 5 capital ships on the British side. 3 battleships and 2 battle cruisers, and I would love for these guys to actually be removed from the British Navy. It's presenting quite a bit of power projection. And as such, making it fairly difficult for me to sink British convoys. There you go. That last bit of flooding should kill her. Done. And now we're just going to clean up. I do have to be a little concerned, because these guys carry torpedoes. Amphitrite has torps, Medusa has torps, Aeolus has torps. Although I think Aeolus has something else to worry about at the moment. Yeah, she's gone. Deutschland has survived. Zaringen, although badly damaged, has survived. Excellent. There's the warrior. There's a couple of lights over here. My heavy cruisers are in a pretty damn good position here to deal with anything that's broadside, as the Bismarck continues to push. Look at these guys do damage. 11,000 for the sheer. 8k here, Thuringia 3.5. I don't blame the Thuringia, because she wasn't broadside most of the time. So her guns were not that well suited to this encounter. Hipper, 11k. There goes the warrior. This guy next. That's a DD. Small and fast target. I don't like it. Kill it. Before it lays its steely, deadly eggs. That is the DD, right? Or are we shooting... No, we're shooting up a CL. That's a light cruiser. Okay, fine. Turn. Bismarck's been shot at almost 10,000 times. And hit just about 800 times. We're going to switch to Leviathan here. What are you? You're another CL. Conning tower damaged. Well, I'm really not a fan of this CL getting this close. Kill it. Thank you. That was the Perth. Killed before she was able to send torpedoes. Medusa is now attracting fire from the heavy cruisers. Yeah, we're going to slaughter the rest of the Brits. No competition, no chance. Best way to win a battle. 4 heavy cruisers pushing in. That's not great. It's like one big squadron now. Medusa's down. That means my heavy cruisers can push right into the side of the enemy heavy cruisers, leaving them extremely vulnerable. Like that. Leviathan had her ammo detonated. Spaceschotti is taking fire because she's getting in the way between the heavy cruisers and the Leviathan. Bismarck is trying to disengage somewhat to keep her outside of the torpedo range of the Essex, the Amphitrite, and the Spaceschotti. Focus on this. Because you guys can dance around the torpedoes, but the Bismarck can't. Okay, it looks like the Essex is disengaged. Focus on Spaceschotti. Turn. I would like to drag your attention over to the fact that I have not been hit by a single torpedo in this battle. Despite managing 9 ships. I know some people are really ticked off when I get hit by a torpedo. Not so sure why that's such a big deal. I mean, I understand if you're oh, hold on. If you're watching the battle, then... No. Okay, scratch my last. If you're watching the battle, then it's easy. You just sit back, you watch the battle, you get a snack. If not, you really should. I'm actually doing commentary and keeping an eye on my recording software, I'm keeping an eye on the fleet, planning where my next move should go, considering what parts I need to edit out. My head's pretty busy. So if I don't spot one single torpedo, or if I make a wrong move with my ship, so be it. I'm gonna win this war anyway. I don't mind taking a hit from a torpedo every once in a while. Even if they are avoidable. Now this is the Amphitrite. And that's the last of their ships. 8.5-inch guns. She's done 950 damage, which is not bad for a heavy cruiser. It's just nowhere near the level of damage that the Sheer has done. Turinja 13k now, 19k for the Hipper, and we're done. So, I lost 1 ship. Regrettably. 1 ship. But, the enemy lost 18. So that gave me 18,000 victory points, and the British lost another almost 14,000 men. I suspect, however, that my victory is going to come at some price. Because this is going to take a while to fix. Zaringen, 11 months. König Albert, 6 months. Bismarck, 7. I thought the Bismarck wasn't that badly damaged, but apparently worse than the Albert. Really? Interesting. Maybe the Albert was just flooded more. Anyway, the British ships are all flooded, so that's fine. Alright, next battle. Indefatigable, Bacante and Gibraltar against Limburg and 2 DDs. No. Not a good lineup. Yeah, this is a much better lineup. This is 4 DDs against the battleship Vengeance. Ideally, we're going to bully this guy right in submission because I suspect he'll not be able to spot me. if I play this well. Gentlemen, all link up, please. You, join that div. Steady course. Lead ship, slow down a touch. Formation normal. Enemy to the west. Let's get going. Now, this is the V7 single fivers, 5.9er, single, double barrel. So this, the 14 needs a bit more angling than the rest of the DDs. The V14 also comes with more torpedo launchers. So that's a nice trade-off. Now, considering the sea state, I'm not going to have that much accuracy. I'm also not going to have that much detectability. Neither will the British. So this, whoa, works both ways. Hello there. That was 6.5 clicks, and they don't know where I am. Everybody, high explosive only. Oh, you're getting too close. You're getting too close. Don't be like that. 14, torpedo only when you have a good solution. Yeah, we're 5 clicks out. 4.3. This thing was moving so fast, turning so fast, that the game didn't even try to launch the torps from the 14. Okay, we have ID. Damage the secondary gun, fire. They lost sight of the 5. They're probably about to lose sight on the 14 as well. Yep. Torpedoes are going out. Can you spot that? You can. You got Hydro 2. 5-1. Vengeance. No. You're a joke. Vengeance. You can't see me. Well, you can now, but that's about to change. You don't have a lot of superstructure armor, right? 2.2? I can pen that. What if I push everybody to AP? Can we actually deal damage to their superstructure enough? Torpedoes away from the 14. You can still see me. Five, 7. We're getting some very light damage in. Oh, you detected the torps. You're already in a turn. Torps really aren't going to do that much. There. HE. AP is fairly useless against this target. HE, fire damage, should be more useful. We might inflict so much burn damage on this guy that he's going to surrender. You can still see the 14? No, now you can't. Okay, circle the target. And just do what you do best, which is deliver a lot of high explosive onto the deck of the target. And if you have torps, feel free to use them. The ship has already lost almost 10% of her crew. And it's about to get a lot worse. I've taken 32 damage, I've done 1100. This is destroyers, mind you. This is not a cruiser, it's not a battle cruiser, it's not a battleship. It's 4 destroyers against 1 battleship that can barely spot me. Smoke. Oh, and they're green level of crew, so they have less than a % chance to hit me. They're down to 83% structural. Come on, we're going to pull the ships away just a bit. There goes another funnel. 50 million worth of ship. Holy shit, longitudinal weight offset 100? So, you're extremely bow or stern heavy? You're extremely bow heavy, I suspect. I mean, look at how far that bridge is forward, and then the funnels, you got the 2 turrets over there, and they're trying to balance it out with these 2 or these 3 turrets. It's not likely gonna work. So yeah, that ship is extremely unbalanced. Which is also causing probably a serious debuff on their accuracy. Pause. Let me see. What do you have? Hull stability and tower. Minus 43.5%. The AI absolutely cannot build ships. 16% crew lost. 16.5. And the V7 just keeps up its murderous business. Hold on there, friend. 5-9, we're too close. We need to take a bit more distance. 19.8% crew lost. We got smokescreen in 5 minutes. Still, they've only done 32 damage. I've done 2600 by now. Torpedoes out from the 14. 14 is getting a bit too close because she's constantly trailing. Ship is down to 67% structural, having lost 22% of her crew. The torpedoes are doing their own thing. The ship might go down to extensive fires at this rate. Total fire damage, 1200. Smoke in 90 seconds. 5, ready. Yep, she's trying to run. I don't think so, buddy. 57% structural left. 56. 27% of the crew is dead. Welcome back to World of Warships, where everybody shoots high explosive and battleships can only, well, retreat and lick their wounds. I think these might be some of the best destroyers I have built. It's very easy. It's just 5 guns, 5.9 inch, long barrels. They reload in 8 seconds. They're so annoying. And they're not even incendiary, are they? Yeah, they are. Oh, we lost them. Need to get a bit closer there. 4.7k damage done. Target is resisting arrest. And there you go. Vengeance. No. No. 32.9% of the crew dead. 33.3. Let me know down below in the comments whether you think this is an acceptable form of gameplay or not. Because just imagine that this is the player ship. This is your ship. What do you do against this? Because you're too slow. Your secondaries can't hit for shit because you got a green level of crew and probably a fairly outdated rangefinder. Your ship is running extremely unstable, and again, that is something that the player would have an impact on. Because it's just a really terrible build. Your crew is dying. You got spacious quarters, so you can sort of absorb some hits, if you will. You can lose some crew. But you cannot escape this 45% loss limit. They lose 45% of their crew, they're gone. Oh, and on top of that, the ship's been so often hit that she's starting to flood. And I'm still slugging her with high explosives, so it's not like I'm firing armor-piercing shells into the hull to cause floodings. No. It's high explosive. Just a lot of it. No, I would never design a ship like that. I think it'd be terrible. 40.8% crew lost. Oh. 41. I'm gonna have to tell my adjutant to start throwing a party for the DDs when they return. Because this is economic warfare. Just extremely cheap ship. 9 million. 4 of them taking down a battleship of 50 million. And the guys are barely gonna take any kind of hits. I've lost, what, 4 crew members? 4. Ship's now down to 16% structural integrity, has lost all engine power, and is essentially helpless. 6 knots. Surprised they can still do 6 knots. My chance to pen is 0. Like I need any chance to pen. 43.5% crew lost. Are we going to win by structural or by crew? I think crew. Destroyed secondary gun again. Wait. Did you melt? How many 3-inchers is it supposed to have? Just the one? I don't see it. Wait, no. It's supposed to have 18 3-inch guns and they're all dead? What? Yeah, these things were all badly damaged. And since I believe you cannot armor up a 3-inch gun, they're unarmored. So that leaves them utterly defenseless against high explosive shells. Meaning that all the 3-inch guns, all 18 of them, are gone. So all 6 turret emplacements, 3 port, 3 starboard, all dead. We've even knocked out a 12-incher. How? Fire damage? Oh, they're shooting. Don't be like that. 6% structural, 44.7. Never underestimate what destroyers can do. If built well, these things will fuck you up. 45% crew lost. You may surrender now. Thank you. GG to the British. Well played. Oh, wait. 2 victory points for the Brits. 3,279 for the Germans. Long live the big guns. Evil. The evil empire. Okay, so now we hold 150,000 victory points. The British are down to 37 ships. I still don't know what my Austro-Hungarian idiots are allies are doing. 93 ships. I don't believe that there are any British ships out here. Well, they're all parked in Limassol. That's where the last 4 out of their 7 battleships are, and one of their battle cruisers. How's their economy? Still pretty good. Okay, we'll have to continue British disassembly in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.